New guy. New guy is the Sergeant Johnson of our year. New guy is the Frisk of our decade. New guy is the new guy of our world. What am I talking about? If you don't even know already, it's this guy named New Guy. Someone from this comic that has been exploding recently about this random person laughing to themselves about someone downfalling, getting robbed, and then this guy, this absolute mad lad New Guy, talks to this person. And once this person explains about this terrible thing and how happy she is about it, he doesn't even get mad about it. He doesn't try to cancel this fool. He just says, hey, would you like it if your house got robbed? And like, wow, what a trooper. Then, even when he realizes this person is not exactly the kindest, he's still fine with the idea of being friends with them. New Guy is the first meme of our year and decade, and the best message a meme could be. This guy, this New Guy, is one of the greatest protagonists we have seen recently. He doesn't try to cancel anyone or throw back insults. He just shares good values and good emotions, dude. This man is one of those unsung heroes of our fresh new decade. The ones that are out there on the front lines of emotion and gets out in the end. This New Guy is a beacon of hope for our new decade. The previous one, even though it had some amazing stuff, don't get me wrong, but the last decade was quite terrible. I mean, yikes, what even happened? If you're going to try to cancel somebody, just remember what New Guy would do. Hopefully people keep on remembering this guy throughout the year and maybe even this decade. Maybe this is a turning point in our lives plotline. Anyway, let's just freaking look at some New Guy memes. This is one of the first ones that I saw, and it's beautiful. People who are hurt people. Ever since realizing that, I swore I would never hurt anyone. The pain ends with me. This is a great freaking meme and message right here, dude. It's amazing. It gives us more plot to the character New Guy. It gives him a backstory in just a quick image. I love it. Because we've all had negativities in our life. Every single one of us. It's obvious. I mean, I don't think you can go through life without having some sort of negative, either inflicted by yourself, by an environment, or by someone else. It's just going to happen. And I mean, it's not going to all be specific to this, I mean, obviously, but it's something negative, right? It's something that can be hurt. It's something that someone could feel pain with. And it's a conscious effort, but a valiant effort, to make it end with you. Because hate spreads hate. But if you can stop that hate from even beginning, it's going to affect so much. It's crazy. I'm just, it's so surprising that, like, after the non-violent movements of Gandhi and Martin Luther King, that people just completely forgot about it. Like, love thy neighbor, love thy enemy. Like, I'm not religious, but that stuff is, I hold that stuff up pretty high up, because it's something true that I think we should all live by. The recent events of just like everyone on Twitter just like yelling at each other, just incessantly, non-stop, and people always trying to cancel somebody on the internet because life has to be interesting or something. It's been so terrible. It's been ramping up so much, and I'm so happy that it's like dying down a bit maybe, and maybe this New Guy thing can be a different trend. I can't wait. So I found this other comic from the same person that I wanted to show. That'll be $25. So what you up to today? Anything good? Just getting a drink with my girlfriend. Oh hey, I'm gay too. So why are you and your girlfriend? No wait. I'm not gay. My friend who's a girl and I are just having a ladies' night with margaritas at Chili's. Okay, well, sorry, but that is infinitely less interesting to me. I wanted to bring up this comic because there's another thing that I wanted to talk about, and the weird like fascination with interesting things in real life. I'm not trying to say, that didn't sound right, but I'm not trying to say that life should be dull or life should be boring. Of course not. What I'm trying to say is, like, in this comic, when she says it's far less interesting, it doesn't matter what you should find interesting and what's not interesting about somebody else's life. It's kind of dehumanizing them in a sense. Like, oh, wow, look at this person. What an interesting thing. They're gay, too. And it's so weird. Like, no, that's just their lives, man. Life shouldn't be just, like, denominated over just what's interesting. That's what media is for. That's what entertainment's for. That's what our games are for. That's what for like Love Island and stupid crap like that I don't care about at all. That's what that's for, is for entertainment for other people. It's interesting stupid crap with hookups and whatever. And I'm not trying to say that the gay part is the bad part. Nah, it doesn't matter. You can be gay, you can be straight, I don't freaking care. You can be black, you can be white, it doesn't matter. You could be 12, you could be 98. I'm not gonna judge someone on what they can't control. I'm gonna judge people on what they can control. Like, you should judge me with what I can control. Like, I freaking mumble and stutter a lot. I get that. And I say a lot in my videos. Yeah, that's true. I can change that. Yeah, I just find it so weird that, like, nothing inherently wrong with what she says. Just like, yeah, we're gonna have a ladies' night. And it was like, oh, it's not interesting, so that means it's bad. It has to be interesting. It's because we live in a freaking society of social media where everyone has to say something interesting or do something interesting to get likes or looks, and it just creates this weird mindset. I mean, they probably said that to be funny, or whatever, but when you make a comic that's based on what I'm guessing is real life, like, I'm guessing you're trying to say this, like, look at this person, they were just doing a normal girls out thing, and that's just not even interesting. Honestly, I don't even get the reason why they made this comic. If it wasn't about the interesting part, like, that kind of seems like the punchline type of thing, because it's at the end, and it's like, no, it's infinitely less interesting to me, so I'm gonna do the gay thing. Do, like, headcanon crap. But if it's not that, I mean, I don't even know what the point of the entire comic is. Like, why even? But whatever, it's fine. Right here we got ourselves some new guy and normal girl, dude. These people deserve each other. They're so freaking bombing, dude. They're great. I want to see the expanded universe of new guy and normal girl. Come on. We got ourselves plenty of Marvel. Let's get ourselves something new. Here's this one. And then she hired me, saying that I was exactly what their clientele deserved. That's awesome, Anon. You love that place. I'm sure you'll do great. That means you're going to be a new guy too, just like me. You're gonna need one of these, just like mine. Dude, I love this meme. That's probably his tagline. He just gave it. He's just like, dude, here you go. Here you go. Anything you need, I can give it to you, man. Don't worry about it. And this Anon guy, this guy, that looks kind of homeless, like he's given a chance. I love this. I love this side character. He could be like the wise man, you know. They're both new to the job, but he's wise. One's kind, one's wise. I want some freaking stories with these people, man. Who cares about Luke Skywalker? Who cares about Rey, dude? Who cares about Anakin? Give me some freaking new guy and Anon, and with some freaking normal girl. That's the trio of our decade, dude. I can tell already. No more of this Luke, Han, and Leia stuff. It's gonna be new guy, normal girl, and Anon. There's also this one. Hey, King, just remember, don't let them all affect you. This is your year. I cannot agree with this anymore. But new guy, it's also your year, dude. It's your year. All right, already your year, dude. Hopefully we don't burn this to the ground with constant memes of it, you know, making it like just annoying, kind of like what happened with Baby Yoda. It just kind of happened all the time. But I mean, I'm not helping. I'm kind of doing an entire video on it, but we don't talk about that. Just let me do this, all right? God. Here's another one. He loves you even if you don't love him. Great freaking mindset to have, I have to say, because you can't force anyone to like you, and you can't force anyone to dislike you or whatever you want. You can't force other people's minds or opinions on yourself most of the time. I mean, of course you can change it. Yeah. But I'm just getting at the biggest thing you can control is yourself. And just having that positivity is pretty infectious. Eventually you're not going to have that much enemies if you're just respectful and kind. You see people like that comic book artist on Twitter. You see people that are like that, and if anyone ever wonders why that they're like getting made fun of, or why people are just can pile on them, it's pretty easy why. It's because they're being very degenerate to other people. Yeah, they're being disrespectful, and they're shouting insults at other people, and they're making themselves such a high horse that they're always right, that they're always correct. And that's the problem. If you're respectful and if you can listen to other people, there's almost no way that you're going to have someone hate you, at least for a prolonged duration of time, at least. Hopefully with this, like with these memes and stuff, maybe it's an up curve. Maybe it's an up curve because we had Gen X that was very ironic, right? And then we have millennials that are just, you know, they're very nihilistic. They fit each other very well. It's been the same downturn for like 2 generations now. And then Gen Z is able to find just jokes out of everything. It's a huge up curve in positivity. It could be toxic positivity sometimes, of course. But that's always going to happen, just like how there was toxic nihilism with the past generations. It just happens. But I think it's great, because if you can just take things in stride, don't take it too seriously all the time, constantly, and fighting other people, and being depressed all the time because you can't live in a perfect society that you dream of, it's just better. It's just better for everyone, alright? It's not some sort of, like, giving yourself no expectations so you can't be disappointed. It's more just, like, leveling those expectations. Because Gen X was basically just F off baby boomers, and then millennials was just basically life isn't perfect, why am I stuck at this job, what happened to my college degree, why is it not getting me anywhere? And then Gen Z has taken things from Gen X and from the millennials, and have just been like grabbing onto it, like, okay, well, this is what's right, this is what's wrong, at least to me, and I'm going to change it to this, this, and this. I think it's great. I think this generation's awesome. Okay, well, it's because I'm part of the generation, I get it. It might be a bias. But just what I've seen so far, they feel like they're a pretty smart generation. Are they young? Are they goofy? And are they a little cringy? Yeah, of course. But I think that's with any generation. The freaking millennials, Gen X, we got freaking emos, and we got freaking drunk uncles and stuff. Like, every generation has its negatives, but I just see a lot of good positives with Gen Z. What can I say? I don't know how I got to here with freaking he loves you even if you don't love him, but shut up. I'm keeping it. There's this other one. It goes, dumb SJWs always complain and ruin everything. Don't forget, pal, these people were lied to and brainwashed by the people they trusted to raise and educate them properly. Oh, shit, fam, you right. Plus, some people are just a special kind of stupid. I love this comic a lot, dude. It's bombing. It's a bombing comic. Because with this meme, you can put so many things into it because it's just new guy. And you can throw in a lot more messages than you can with everything else, and you get people to think about it. Like, why are these people like that? And that's what I was talking about with millennials, that's just how they were, right? Brainwashed, lied to, and then they get to reality, and it's just a crash. It's just a crash. But I'm not going to talk much more because I basically said everything from the last one, and I'm just basically repeating it on this one. But, you know, it's good to get a point across, I suppose. I just find it crazy that we have found ourselves in a world where if anyone tries to teach you something, or hell, tries to show a differing opinion, it's just considered normal and good to just shut them away and lock yourself away in a circle jerk echo chamber. Like, how did we get here? Why don't we want to better ourselves? I was like this too, back in 2017 with the rise of the bad kind of feminists. I was one of those super toxic ones against them. Eating up all these videos about like how they're terrible, 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 nothing good about them. They're stupid. Hillary Clinton's terrible. Everyone should die. Donald Trump's the best ever, right? I was just like that, just on the opposite side. And it goes the same thing for both sides. Because really, neither of those sides should exist because both sides are wrong. And I think that's a great upturn for this decade to realize these faults on both, because you see this meme where they're like throwing insults and like wanting to cancel that person that made the comic, but then the new guy comes up and is like, hey, I was made for being a straw man and for being just something you should see as ugly and stupid, and I've been taken as something so much better. Let's focus on that and not focus on this comic book person and what they're trying to spread with their stupid message, right? With like Pewdiepie and all that. Yeah, it's great to see both sides of this. Like, don't be stupid and be like, hey, look at this person got robbed, I can't, let's go, dude. Ugh. But then you got the other side that's like, well, we should just pile up on this person for being an idiot, and then you just freaking destroy this person. And that's not that great, because you're already like, once you're told you're wrong, like, that already sucks. And then when you get told you're wrong constantly by like so many freaking people and people that you know of, I can see how someone that's like that has built themselves like that with that kind of mindset to just freak out. And I just find it that when that happens, they're like, all of my followers and the people that I follow are making fun of me. I hate that thing that they said on Twitter. That it makes no sense. It sucks that we live in a world where we care more about who we follow and what they think of, and to consider criticism and jokes as making fun of. How? If you make something publicly, you're publicly letting yourself open to criticism. It's same thing with my video. If people dogpile on my video because if I did something wrong, I wouldn't be like, they're making fun of me, shut down everything, close the echo chamber, hurry, run away, turn off the lights, right? Get under the bed, you know? I'd be like, oh crap, okay, this sucks, but what did I do wrong? What's happening here? Why do people think this? Right? Because you shouldn't always believe that your idea is the best of the best, everyone else is wrong, and people that agree with you are the greatest people ever. That's a toxic and terrible mindset to have, and like I said, I had that back in 2017. It was bad. It was bad. You should always open yourself with other people. I kind of want to talk about the artist of this comic and stuff, but really, New Guy wouldn't do that. He would let the terrible comic person go and move on to greater and better things. I hope New Guy gets out of his job and gets a chance to do what he loves because he deserves it. Maybe it's going to happen in the future. I guess we'll see what happens to the EU of New Guy, you know? And with that, everyone, please continue the New Guy universe. Let's spread this story out. New Guy is my wooden plank in the middle of the ocean. This guy keeps me afloat, dude. He's been an amazing meme to witness. And, you know, I might be pretty late by now, I guess. I hope I'm not that late, but, you know, it's just great to see it. Because most memes are either stupid or they're targeting someone. And this one's targeting someone, I suppose, but it's more targeting on what they made, which is good. You know, if I was that creator, I would start accepting what the meme is and, like, joining it. Like, it's not like can't beat 'em, join 'em kind of mentality. It's like just seeing why, taking in the input, and then doing something with it. Maybe she wouldn't do that, but I'm just saying if it was me, I'd be like, yeah, I made New Guy. Let's do some New Guy comics, you know? Let's just join in, because they got some valid arguments. Maybe I shouldn't be cheering about something that's so terrible to happen to somebody just because they're rich, or just because they're a gamer bro, or because you think of them as a douchebag or whatever. And I could talk about how Pewdiepie, the one that they're obviously trying to talk about, is not a douchebag, but is whatever. Whatever. Anyway, just remember, guys and gals, you may hate me, you may hate Pewdiepie, you may hate the artist of this comic that I won't name, but just remember, what would New Guy do? I hope you have a great year, and hopefully a great decade. Thank you. Goodbye.